we're back.
Okay, trying to get through this death trap.
This is, you have like half a second of free time.
Ah, Jesus. Okay. 3, 2, 7, 5, 11.
Oh, that fucker is actually tracking you to shoot those balls, too. I thought he was just shooting in one direction.
Nope.
That's some bitch. Blades all over the floors.
Yeah.
And the wall.
And stupid things right here. Fun.
I didn't answer to you about the ghost things, though, last time. I said
boots.
aliens, yeah, maybe, but ghosts. You've never had anyone in your family?
Not that I know
Ghost
of.
What the fuck? Whoa.
We're not superstitious,
You get-
superstitious in our family.
Yeah.
I mean, my mom's religious, and I
That's
used to be
superstition.
religious. I mean, from a certain point of view, it can be considered superstition.
Wait. What's the difference between the two? Something
Between the
paranormal?
two?
Aren't they both paranormal?
Oh, no, not really.
How
I
so?
classify paranormal as something else, in my mind. at
Outside
least.
of the norm. That's the literal term, pretty much the literal meaning of it.
Both have their crackpots.
Well, I'm not saying one is, less or more.
Well, I'm
just
not-
saying they're both definitely outside of the norm of what we can readily scientifically explain.
Oh, out of that norm, I guess.
That would be
yeah.
paranormal, right? I mean, okay, so Chupacabra may or may not exist. That's
Yeah.
considered paranormal. There's nothing like ghostly or spooky about it. It's or Bigfoot would be considered paranormal. It's not, doesn't have powers. He doesn't have like.
I guess just the definition of paranormal has been expanded and twisted so much over the years that it doesn't really hold the same weight.
You don't think it means you don't think it should expand to those? There should.
I'm
Was
not
there a
saying
different
it
word that
doesn't
better?
expand to it? I mean, honestly, I just don't give a crap. Like, in truth, like, I just don't care thinking about that stuff entirely. Like, when people go into, like, those big, deep conversations, like, I just like drawing cartoons, guys. That's really as far as those kind of, like, mental thoughts go for me. Because I just don't understand the universe, and I'm okay with that. I learned my lessons from Boy Meets World. I got a helmet, and I'm prepared to be smashed into a trash can. At any moment.
I didn't watch Boy Meets World. Was that a?
You missed out. That's a great show.
Was that a thing that happened?
Yeah, Eric Matthews, at some point, I can't remember, like, whenever he sneezes, he sees the future, so his roommate tries to get him to find what the lottery tickets are for, like, the current lottery. Because, if you have superpowers can see the future, what are you going to do? You're going to cheat, obviously.
Oh.
Son of a... Wow.
Oh, you know what? I was watching our past videos. Those guys do hurt other guys. I'm pretty sure. When they explode, they hurt the enemy. They hurt their own guys.
Oh, yeah.
I think they do. It's hard to tell because of the explosion, but I'm pretty sure I counted an extra 10 tick that came off of them that wasn't from you because you weren't caught in the explosion on one of them.
But yeah, I guess religion can be considered paranormal by the literal definition. But I think religious people would obviously debate that.
Well, okay, I'm not trying to debate God or
Yeah.
Buddha or any of the deities or gods or anything. I'm not trying to. That's not my shtick right now. I'm just saying. I think, in the most general term, they kind of fall under the same category.
Yeah,
Especially so if you're atheist or agnostic, which I barely.
I want to go back. I want to go back.
Barely know the difference. Atheist is no God, right? And then agnostic is
atheism is you
maybe
don't
not
believe
God,
anything.
but at the higher power.
Agnostic's basically like, I don't fucking know. I'm not gonna try and know. And we believe, there's probably a higher power. And most people that are agnostic, from my experience, are people that used to be devoutly religious, and they're like, you know what? There's a lot of fucked up things about my religion. I don't know if I approve of that. Like, the biggest thing for me was, like, growing up, I didn't have a lot of interaction with gay people. Now, I'm, like, totally awesome. Like, yeah, these guys are great. Some are really annoying, but just like straight people. Some are just assholes. It just doesn't matter. It's like, some people are just dicks. Like, because, like, when I was growing up, like, the whole marriage thing is, like, I didn't really know how to interpret it. I was raised as a Christian. I was like, yeah, they should have the same rights as anybody. Like, off the bat, fundamentally, I'm like, they should have the same rights as anybody that is a regular citizen, hands down. But the weird thing is, like, when you're raised in a religion, you're taught is like, no, it's between a man and a woman. That's the only way that really makes sense.
Yeah.
And you make, like, a logical conclusion, like, well, why don't they just call it something else? And then as you get older, you start to realize, like, no, that compromises the meaning of the word. It shouldn't matter what it's called. It's like, let them be married. Fucking, we've already fucked up that shit so bad as it is. Like, look at the divorce rate. I'm sure gay couples are probably staying together more consistently than we are.
I haven't seen the numbers.
I haven't seen the numbers either. But, you know, after going to college and going to San Francisco and, you know, becoming more immersed in, like, you know, people, like, of different
at least the direct
backgrounds.
culture.
Yeah, direct culture and being, like, exposed to it, realizing it's like, okay, this is dumb. It's kind of like when we were growing up, the word gay, people started using it as a pejorative. And
yeah, I used it all the time as a
and
kid.
like even I didn't understand. What it meant.
I don't. Once I figured out that it was like
offensive, it was just like
term.
I just gonna kill myself. I knew I wasn't gonna be able to beat that one.
I figured. Once I figured out, it was like, oh shit! Like I actually started seeing its effects. I was kind of like, maybe I should try and like
not do that.
Curb my,
all right, we're gonna do a grind run.
Okay, maybe it's like I should try and curb my use of it.
It was more so it's like I became educated, and that's like the problem with most people when it comes to people that are gay or people of different backgrounds and different lifestyles.
They're not educated on the
They're just not educated. They haven't met people. They haven't gone heart to heart and understand why these people are this way. And the worst part about it is like, you're straight, right? Yes. Why are you straight? Well, because I like, you know, that sex. It's like same thing for gay guys, same thing for gay women. They just like it. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I think one of the biggest things that made it easy, like, growing up, I think it was like by the time I was like in high school or something like that, we had neighbors move in, and they're the fucking greatest. They were a lesbian couple, and they still live there. They still live next to my parents, and it was kind of like one of the first contacts I had with a gay couple, and be like, these are two of the most awesome people I've ever known. These people are great. And so it just started being like a world-opening view where it's like, yeah, okay, so this is what it's like. This is a gay couple in real life. And that's just like, that's kind of like all it really took, is just being exposed to it.
No, that makes perfect sense.
And it's been really weird because some of my like family and friends, they're not against it or anything, but because I've become less religious and am more open to certain things, it's been hard to like sometimes like, oh, you still believe that? Oh, that's a shame.
Oh,
it's
like visiting family on Thanksgiving.
Not even like family, because like my family's all really cool with it. Like even my grandma, who was like from Tennessee, was totally cool with all that. She's like, yeah, let them do whatever they want. Who cares?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's more so like people that are still devoutly religious, and then they like find those moral high grounds. And the thing that bothers me is like, man, I used to be that stupid for like a very short time until I just became educated.
I had a coworker who always said, if you don't know something, you're not stupid. You're just ignorant to it.
Yeah, ignorant is better.
You can still be smart. You just don't. You're not smart in all aspects.
Yeah.
You're ignorant to that specific detail. And he's like, a lot of people are, whether it's religion,
everyone's
racism,
ignorant to something.
It could be fucking algebra.
Yeah.
You're not stupid if you don't know algebra. You could be a fucking something that doesn't require algebra. I don't know what it would possibly be, but I mean, you can still not be stupid.
That's always my favorite thing, getting in conversations with people. When someone doesn't know something and somebody treats you like an idiot, it's like, whoa, step back. Just because you were told this thing at a certain age doesn't mean I was told this thing at the same age. That doesn't make me incompetent. That just means I haven't been given the same knowledge as you. I haven't been privy to this information before.
Yeah, you just gotta take your knowledge and your ignorance in stride.
Yeah, and it's not even like an ignorant things like, different sexes and like people's life. I don't even say lifestyle choice, like the way they live or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the best way of putting it without being
without any kind of context. I think just how people live.
Yeah, just how people live.
If you don't live that way, it's kind of like, well, how could they ever do that? It's like, why does it matter? It's not hurting you.
I mean, there's things we can all agree on that's bad.
Well, I mean, let's just make it totally not,
But yeah,
dangerous to say. But we'll say people who don't like spicy food. How could you eat that? It's so fucking spicy. It's like, it's not affecting you. Just to let me enjoy my spicy food.
Yes, why do you have
this
to?
This shit makes me happy.
Food? Yeah, I think there's like only a couple things people can all agree. It's like, child porn's bad, except for people that are into child porn.
I'm pretty sure they might also agree with it. Some of them.
Yeah.
I've heard of some people who had fetishes and things like that. They were like, I wish I didn't, but something about it, fucking not in their defense or anything, but they're definitely like, it would be a lot easier and a lot better if I was normal. And I'm like, that's kind of, that's kind of,
I wouldn't say admirable, but at least
it's not admirable, but it's definitely one of those things. It's like that kind of it shows a little growth or something.
Yeah,
you know?
something, I guess.
They realize that it's not right.
Yeah.
Whatever the thing might be.
Whatever that fetish may be.
Or fucking anything.
Or anything.
It could be,
I guess.
you know. It could be. I think it was a coworker. He was like, yeah, I hate gay people. He's like, I really have no problem with them, and I don't know a single one I don't like, but if I see two of them like holding hands, I can't. It pisses me off the entire day. I'm pissed off. I'm like, okay, so I think you just have to do a little bit more like learning or see it more or make it more, understand it a little better or something.
Yeah. I want to say normalize it
because
it's normal.
Nothing anyone should do other than a couple things
should
have an effect on you that much if you
someone
really
beating
don't
the
care
shit
that
out of
much
like
about
a dog in public. It's like everyone can be mad about that. That's just bad.
What if people don't like dogs?
Well, those guys don't
What if
deserve to
they're
live.
cat people?
Cat people.
Damn, Sam!
Cat people aren't people. What are you talking about? I'm
Cat people should be able to marry the cats.
kidding. just like otaku should be able to marry their waifus.
Otakus.
Did you see that article about the penguin?
No.
Oh God! So in a Japanese
penguin?
zoo, there's a setup. They decided like they were gonna have all these different like manga characters as standees inside of the zoo.
What?
And yeah, like standees.
Like actual characters?
Yeah, of actual characters. So there's like this penguin waifu who's like a girl in like a penguin suit,
Okay.
and a penguin has fallen in love or is
with
completely obsessed with this standee of the penguin woman.
It's like an actual like a life-size thing.
He'll just sit there for hours. He won't eat. They literally have to section him off so he'll eat. He's so devoted to his waifu.
That's different.
Hilarious.
I don't know how to describe that. That's different. That's for sure.
I just wonder what's going on in the penguin's head.
Is it? I
There's
wonder
some
if maybe
obsession.
it's like specifically the board, or maybe there's something on the board or material it was made of, or
I don't know. He's he's entranced by the vision of that pretty lady.
Are penguins that aware to understand that something like that was not an animate object? Would it pass the, I think it's called Turing test?
I don't know penguin intelligence.
I don't know either.
I have never looked at the demographics for penguins.
Comment below. What is the IQ of
What is the IQ
penguin?
of the smartest penguin?
The smartest. The Einstein of penguins.
Einstein penguins. That being said, penguins are really fun to draw.
The Oppenheimer of
Oppenheimer
of penguins.
So Devil's Lodge 2. I'm gonna go with this chopping block. Devil's Lodge keeps screwing me over.
You got laser lattice too, so
oh right, this is the easier
keep on
one,
the
too.
lookout for like the little hidden lasers.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
But yeah, my philosophy has always been just let people do what they want. As long as they're not hurting anybody, who cares?
Yeah.
You're not living their life. Let them live theirs. Don't be a dick. As the great Ryan Davis once said, just don't be a dick, man. I like what I like, and that's cool.
Shit.
You like what you like, and that's cool. Why do people like the internet is like famous, infamous for getting mad at people for having different opinions than them? Yeah. It's like, guys, they're opinions. You don't have to care what they are. They're just opinions. That's why they're opinions. Like, my opinion is...
It's easy to get very passionate about stuff on the internet.
Yeah, for sure. Like, there's facts, and then there's opinions. And it's like a lot of people who, like, DLC's a scam. It's like, you don't have to technically buy anything they make. Like, they're making a product, and the point of a business is to make money. Now, you can say that this is kind of a shitty way of creating content for your game. I wish you guys were A, more upfront about this, and B, we're more transparent about the reasons why you're making DLC.
I think we're
timing.
kind of getting towards that nowadays, because I mean, like, a lot of people would be like, "Oh, do you want to get the season pass?" It's
Yeah.
like, oh, there's gonna be DLC then.
I mean,
and it's planned and stuff for the most part. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it's a problem because like game development has gotten more expensive, but game developers do not want to charge more money for a game because the idea of people seeing a more than a $60 game, are like, why would I pay for that? It's like The Witcher 3. That game shouldn't be $60. That game should probably be $100. Like, that
I was
game
gonna
has
say, you think it should be
so
less?
No,
I was like, that shit's like cinematic quality, isn't it?
that's like cinematic quality. It's excellent writing, great visuals. It's top of line everything.
Yeah.
The game should be at least $90. Like, it has so much content in it. It's beyond fathomable. It's
Do
like
they
it's
have
like
free
over like
DLC
100
in it
hours.
also?
Yeah,
That's what I thought. Yeah, okay.
I think so. Like they've had some free DLC, and you know, it seems like a lot of the problem that people have is just
a
like
marketing thing too.
Yeah, it's like developers I think just need to be smarter about when they announce DLC. I think the biggest trigger that sets a lot of people off is like Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite just got released. Now they announced the season pass. I'm like, yeah, of course they did, because it's a fighting game. This is what
how
they
it
do.
Happens, yeah. Release a couple new characters and I don't know how you didn't get it. Whew, good fucking.
But people got upset because like Sigma's already off the bat a DLC character, and part of me is like, yeah, that's kind of shitty.
I mean, how much do they really charge for DLC for
like,
extra characters?
Well, it's a season pass, so like you buy the season pass for $30 on top of the $60 game.
Yeah.
The reason why people are upset is because Capcom has had a very bad track record with DLC.
Oh.
They basically took a lot of shit when they made Street Fighter Cross Tekken, which is a bummer because that game in its whole was a very fun game to play, but they ruined it by having such bad DLC practices.
Yeah.
And like pay-to-win strategies. The game died super fast, which is a bummer because it played super cool. Like it was a really interesting game. I know you hate fighting games.
No, no, fighting games. I mean, oh
shit!
Ooh, good fucking bomb. No, I mean, I don't hate fighting games. They've got a lot of skill involved. I just don't have that skill.
Yeah.
And I think I'm so far behind the curve now that it's kind of yeah, I'm not gonna ever be
get
able
into
to
it.
catch into it on any kind of level that makes a difference.
I wouldn't say I'm good at fighting games. I think I just understand them better. For a while there, that's all I really played for a bit.
Yeah.
Because I was always like, I loved Marvel vs. Capcom 2 growing up. I had no idea how to play it. I played it at a friend's house, and like we played it a bunch of times, but I never knew how to do the controls. I knew there were things called fireballs, and there were things like shoryukens. So when MVC 3 got announced, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get into this. I picked up Street Fighter 4, which was cheap at the time, and just started like learning combos and stuff like that. And by no means am I good. Ben got better than me in that game in like a month. But to be fair,
Ben's his brother.
Yeah, Ben's my brother. But to be fair,
One of his brothers.
one of my brothers. Ben is also notoriously good at video games, and no one likes to play with him because he is so good at video games most of the time.
Ben's pretty bomb.
Ben's pretty bomb at games.
Which is funny because I grew up actually playing fighting games. I played Tekken. I played
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat. I don't know which one.
Probably
which one on either of
2.
them. It was a PlayStation
Oh, PlayStation?
for the Tekken.
Was it a 3D one? Oh, Tekken. I thought you meant the Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat was, I think that was, I know it was Mike's house. I don't know what system it was.
Well, might have been Genesis.
Might have been Genesis. And I played, and he want me on everything. We played Killer Instinct.
Yeah.
We played, what's the dinosaur fighting game?
Oh, Primal Rage.
Primal Rage. We played
Yeah.
Primal Rage. And I had varying successes because, you know, a lot of them are simplified compared to some of the combo smashers and shit like that.
What was it?
But Mike want me so fucking hard all the time. I was like, God, there's nothing I could do.
Well,
I just fucking can't. I can't ever win. And since
the
there's no
fact that you
online,
didn't own it too didn't help either.
well, yeah. And whoa, and
Gotta sneeze.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
not owning it fucking definitely didn't help me once he got Mortal Kombat for the PS4, I think, or PS3. PS3, I think, where they really got that kind of cool cell shading style stuff almost going on.
Yeah.
And then like when you punch, it's like splatters of black paint. What is that new Mortal Kombat style?
Oh, like the inking?
Oh, not Mortal Kombat. I'm sorry.
Street Fighter?
Street Fighter.
Well, each one's kind of had its own different visual look. They were trying to go for a very ink and paint look.
It seemed like ink and paint
Yeah.
paint for this one. Regardless, that's where I went over, and that was probably the last one I played with Mike, and he just fucking beat the shit out of me so often. He's like, oh, I just got this game and I play it online and blah blah blah. And I'm like, let me try. And he's like, combos and this and that. I was like, which one's up punch? There's up punch, right? Which one's low kick? There's a block. There's a block, right? And he's like counting fucking frames on me and shit. I'm like, God, what the fuck is your problem? I can't do anything.
But yeah, accessibility in fighting games has always been something that's kind of a challenge because you want to keep the complexity of the game, but at the same time, it makes it really hard for newcomers to come into that game and play it.
Yeah, I think that's part of the big deal because I think Street Fighter's probably one of those games. It's like
it's very complex.
It's so complex and so in depth. And they have to do that because it's a big tournament fighter one, right?
Yeah, well, it's
so
just
they
like,
have to make it so it is
Fighter,
hard
like,
for pros.
I mean, Street Fighter basically invented the fighting game genre in a lot of ways. I mean, they didn't totally invent it, but they kind of like inadvertently, when they made Street Fighter 2,
Yeah.
they inadvertently made a combo system. They
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
really
yeah.
know they were doing it, but they kind of did. And from there, everything has kind of evolved
Yeah.
from that point.
Well, it's an esport, right?
Yeah.
So what the fuck is this?
That's new.
When you bounce off stuff, you can hold down to bounce lower or jump to bounce higher.
Okay, Mr. Tree God.
Thanks,
Dude.
Mandragora? I guess.
Mandragora? Yeah, I don't know.
But oh yeah, and we played Balls 3D on Sega.
Balls 3D.
That fighting game. I think it was called Balls 3D.
I'm not sure.
It was fucking. Dude, we played a ton of fighting games, and I could never fucking pick them up.
It's one of those things you kind of have to own it, so you can kind of get a handle on. You also have to want to do it too.
Yeah. Well, I think I would say I had a little bit of a desire to try and whoop Mike someday.
Yes.
But I never got to. Obviously, with like all the games we played, I tried to find one or more that I was decent at. But yeah, like I said, when I was a kid, I didn't have full access to a bunch of games. Mike had a little bit more.
Right.
But the only time I get to ever do it is like in an arcade cabinet.
Right.
And those would always be years old.
Yeah,
so
they're
it's
always
like,
way
fuck,
more
now there's
expensive
new
than
stuff.
back in the day. It's like, oh, it's
Yeah.
no longer a quarter, it's 6 quarters.
Yeah.
Deal with it.
Yeah. Ugh, this guy. Nice! Bullseye. Give more chance of hitting critical blasts.
I think we're almost
Sick.
done with
We've
this
got to
level.
be getting pretty close to the boss.
I have no idea. I have 2 keys, so
I would think the boss is up top.
probably. I'm gonna see what's
The only
in this
reason I'm
room.
saying that is because look at the mini map. That looks like
Yeah.
a bigger door up there. Like the width of it. I've never noticed that before. Is that something special?
I don't know.
Huh. Watch the hook. There you go.
I think
Nice.
that's just a key door, though.
That might be indicating a key door. You have a key.
I know. I just used one too. So
Sick.
let's go up there,
Let's see. Yep, it's a key door. That's what it indicates.
and we'll go
Good
up there.
shit. Oh.
All right.
Well, shield's really good for you. It's one free hit.
Yeah, and who knows if they'll be able to be Kluko again too.
Kluko?
I don't remember the name. Featherbeak?
Oh. Clucko?
Yeah, Clucko Featherbeak.
It's gold feathers.
Oh yeah, Gold Feathers. That's
Yeah.
his name.
Let's find this
Okay.
exit. Let's
Yeah, let's
find
get
this
outta
fucking
here.
exit.
I don't want to be here anymore.
What if the exit is right next to your starting point? It's just the one to the left. It's like, God damn it.
That'd be pretty great.
Yeah.
Let's try
I
and
think
go
it's
down.
definitely down.
Oh,
Whoa,
it's
maybe
this
it's
guy.
not. You want treasure? Better get ready for a fight. Short stuff. Oh shit! You know what?
Yeah.
Quick fight. Let's do it. Let's fuck them up. You got the shit. You got one free hit too. I really loved Primal Rage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really love that game a lot. That was at the pizza place that no, I guess it was different place, pizza place. I think it was Pizza Hut. They had Primal Rage. They also had an old school tabletop like arcade cabinet where the
Yeah.
screen's flat and you have A and B side like you're playing like checkers against each other. And you could play it, and it had a couple different games in it.
Gold
I think,
Nugget.
like Pong stuff.
Oh,
Whoa! Add it to
boy.
your relic collection.
All right.
Oh, all right, guys. Well, next time,
More booty.
more
Later.
booty, booty, booty.
That's.
Tiptonius Jones.
Oh,
Tip
so that's who
Salon.
it is. It's the tip salon.
Tiptonius Jones?
Maybe he was the. Wait, was this still the guy with the Mandragora? Or did we already leave that area?
The magic ore.
The Mandragora.
Oh man, yeah, that's
Mandragora.
here. That's here. It was
Okay.
he had like a little icon.
So I guess that's
Mandragora?
Tiptonius Jones.
Oh, because he gives tips.
Oh,
Duh.
yeah, makes sense.